Hello, my name is my GTV, and welcome to a new little build video I have for you here. Just check it out real quick for the people in the lakes. I like coming on in and heading on out. It's with sleep, paralysis, mounting on top of blood. So you got 4 things in one you're kind of working towards. So there you go. Let's check out the gems because I know you want to probably see the gems. So here you go one more time. Boom, bang, bongo for people that just want to see everything. There you go. There you go. There you go. You can get this from the Trail Rider side quest or whatever. I think it's out there. Acidic Glavinus in the main storyline or something like that. So check it out on the wiki and look it up. There you go. It's a very good perk. Very good item because I mean this is basically a little mini Fatalis is what this is. So, there you go. Look it up. It's awesome. Neat. Cool. But anyways, for the people that stuck around, this build's mainly built around my Y+LS+Y combo. I was like, I want to make a build around this and see what I can do. And then I was like, let's make a really good CC build. So I technically have 4 things in one on this build that I can kind of do, whenever you mark the boss on the head, the Kinsek's going to be hitting the head, creating dust. So not only that, he's going to be doing blunt dust creation on top of mount build up because you're going to be spamming Y. And then on top of hitting the boss on top, automatically you're going to be building up sleep, right? So, it's 4 things in one you got here. It's actually really nice and neat. If you combo it really well, the boss is not going to move at all because you basically want to go in there and just shave the boss entirely, or if not, wall bang, wall shaving, all this stuff, get him enraged. This is the best time you want the boss to fall asleep, but if it happens any other time, it's perfectly fine. But if you do not know this thing with sleep, it has a special little perk. So whenever a boss goes to sleep while it's enraged, you can wallbang the boss, right? And sometimes on some of the bosses, it knocks it out of the enraged. So after the wallbang, you can wallbang them right again, right? So there you go. So you can get some really nasty wallbangs, right? On top of that, then you're going to want to hit him with a nice juicy little mount him after that, right? Knock him down again, hit him with a trap, right? Beat his face, and hopefully you get a paralysis or a stagger by then, right? All that juicy stuff. Or if not, just hit him with that other zap trap if need be, or other trap. It doesn't matter which one, right? Then rinse the combo again. Just make sure you have the mark on the head at all times, and then you're just hitting Y down to try to get the nice little juicy mount over and over and over. It's nice. So yeah, this build's really sick and awesome. I love playing it. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about a few things though. Obviously, right here, we are at 90%, right? It says 40 here, but remember, weakness exploit is 50% more, right? Right? See. 30 plus 20, 50, right? Plus the 40, 90, right? There you go. So we're 90% crit basically the whole time, whenever we have everything shaved, because we're going to shave everything as well. Remember, we're support. I'm going to make sure my teammates are having a nice, juicy time where their nipples are hard and their eyes are like, yes! So yeah. But anyways, this perk right here, after my 2,500 hours of playing Insect Glaive, right? I've sped ran or whatever, got my 5 hours or whatever, not professionally, just one time, I tried it for a month, right? But anyway, right? And then on top of that, after 12,000 confirmed kills, I've never used this perk until I made this build, right? And I have finally discovered some more bugs. So, here's one of them. So whenever you're mounted on a boss with Master Mounter and you're stabbing him or whatever, and a teammate leaves or joins or whatever, I can't think if it leaves, right? Or they leave, excuse me. Well, the boss will do that side stagger when you're stabbing him the entire time, like over and over and over and over and over and over and over, right? For whatever reason. I don't know why. So you just roll out of it to stop it, right? But either way, that's what happens when a teammate leaves. It doesn't happen any other time. I've never had it happen like that before. That's brand new to me. And another one is I have here is I actually was mounted on an Oda-Garen after I knocked him down with my Kinsect. So I don't. It's maybe when you knock the monster down with the Kinsect, it doesn't count, and you're still mounted. I just don't know. But none of these bugs have ever happened until I put this perk on, right? So I'm blaming the new bugs on this thing. So I'm pretty sure this thing is bugged too. I'm gonna continue to play, and if it happens again, I'll just whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll just post them, just to show up, whatever. But either way. Move on. Airborne does work with the Insect Glaive. There you go. Check it out. RT is the first hit, basically all that stuff. So if you don't believe me, go test it on the test dummy. Wear nothing and then put on Airborne, take it off, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah. But anyways, flinch free is a very massive perk for this build. Now, the reason I say this is because your LTY-LS-Y combo, your teammates can bobble you around like a little bobblehead, and flinch free stops this entirely, right? Flinch free is a very good perk with Insect Glaive. I suggest if anyone plays it, at least run one of these. Yes, I know. Triple buff basically gives you flinch free in quotations, right? Yes. But if you just run triple buff without flinch free, right, you will get bobbled around by your teammates if you're not in motion of attacking. If you're running around, LTYing, whatever, jumping in the air, you can get knocked out of the air by bombs, getting shot by arrows, all that stuff. Flinch free will protect you from this. Well, triple buff now, you're welcome. And it helps you on bosses too, because bosses do what I call chip or bump damage or whatever. And a perfect example is Nergigante or Ruiner Nergigante, and his little swipes he does can knock you out of the air, right? So if I'm triple buffed without flinch free, he'll swipe, he'll knock me out of the air. But if I'm triple buffed with flinch free, I'll just take HP damage and you'll hear like a little doop, but I'll be able to fly. I'll be able to jump whatever I was doing still, right? I won't be interrupted. So this is a very good perk. It helps on other bosses too. I'm not 100% sure like who they are, but I know Safi Jiva was one with his wings, I think, a little bit, not all the way, not the little lunge. That one's still not, yeah. But yeah. I know there's a few other bosses that do little chip damage. I know, I think, oh gosh, I want to say even the Pukes, right? I might be entirely wrong on that. I might just need triple buff for that. But either way, just that's what it does. I hear you saw my proof, so that you go test it on other bosses, because I used to not use this perk for almost like 4,000 runs, right? And then I put it on, and then I was like, yeah, okay. I saw a massive difference, and then when I took it back off, I'm like, whoa, that's not supposed to happen. What, So yeah, I've played with and without it before, and I'm never going back. Flinch Free 3 is one of the better ones as well. If you don't know what Flinch Free 3 does, while triple buff, you do not need Rock State or anything else. You just need to be triple buffed. And Flinch Free 3 stops pummeling. And what pummels are is what Safi Jiva does, Savage Devil Joe, and there's another one or whatever that knock you on your back, right? But now, what Flinch Free 3 does while triple buffed is it makes you have a regular knockdown, right? But if you want to make it that much sweeter, you can slap on Safe Landing, which gives you this nice little anime slide on top of that, which allows you to respond quicker than you normally would any other time from being knocked down. Okay, but this perk is a very good perk too, right? We're moving on to this one now, Safe Landing. Everybody else should know whatever everything else is, right? A lot of people don't run this one either. Surprisingly, no Insect Glaives do. I've yet to see anybody. But either way, what this perk does is allows Insect Glaive after you get hit, whether in the air or the ground, to respond to those knockdowns quicker, right? But you lose your immunity window quicker, so you have to decide: do I want to jump or wait out the animation? You just have to wait out the animation. You're perfectly fine, right? But if you jump earlier than that, you're going to get punished, right? So be careful. There is a little special perk with Safe Landing as well, by the way. Whenever you get knocked off a ledge now, you do not fall on your butt no more. What happens now is you can either hit A, B, or Y, or R2, whatever. You can respond to the ledge now. So ledges become very useful when having Safe Landing, right? So this makes it very, very good to have some sick combos, all that just stuff. Trust me, it's awesome. So yeah. Insect Glaive, it is amazing weapon. I love it. Blunt is so much better than Sever if you're not playing Sever spamming. Trust me, if you're not RTing down and Severing, drilling and stuff like that, if you're just like being the lazy guy and just auto-attacking a person, auto-attacking while it's marked, Blunt is your Kinsect. Like, I mean, all these speedrunners you see are still just doing the lazy man Kinsect play, and they're not using the Blunt. It's hurting them. Once you switch to Blunt, it's going to make your life so much easier. But if you're going to play Sever, you need to drill a lot more over using your Blunt Kinsects. Trust me. Drilling is a lot stronger, but it's just if you're not doing it correctly, Blunt is so much better. But if you get your drill lines correctly, making sure you drill correctly on the bosses so you get the full 100% line, so you're hitting them like 10 times for, 100 hits, each, remember? So drilling hits pretty hard, by the way. So, it's 1,000 damage, not counting the sentence thrust damage that you do, right? Like, so just throw the auto attacks after, then the occasional dust creation, just other cool stuff. But anyway, that's a whole different story. But anyway, this is my nice juicy CC build I have for you. I play with it. I play with a lot of bosses. I played I played a bunch of Tipper. I've done Tipper Gorathian, Silver Rathalos. I've done Day of Ruin. I've done Odor Destruction. I haven't done Timber Volcano. I just don't want to hurt my teammates' feelings if I die. I don't want to waste deaths. I'd rather just do my regular DPSF for that. But anyway, anything under Arc Temper, Fatalis, Electron. I never did Fierce Rajang or a Temper Rajang. Or a Raging Bracky. Anything other than that, you're perfectly fine. Oh yeah, I even did an enraged, Temper Stitches and Ogre. Yeah, it's cool, neat, awesome. Just some examples of things I've done over and over and over. It's just like once or twice. No, I've been playing this game for a couple hundred hours now. This damn right. Like, I love this build, or pretty much whenever since I made my last build video. Like, I've been playing since then, like hardcore, dude. Like, on new slates, awesome. So, sorry for rambling. Hope y'all love the build. Y'all stay safe, be safe, have a good day.